Top 10 luxury products you shouldn't buy. How much money would you be willing to put toward a single purchase? We are not speaking about homes or automobiles, but rather luxury products that can easily cost $1 million or more. There is a good chance that there is something that you consider to be worth an excessive amount of money. But which particular items do warrant the additional expenditure? If you want an answer to that question, you may find out which luxury things are not worth the money, or to be more specific, which ones you will probably come to regret purchasing. Let's look into it, shall we? Number 10. Handbags by famous designers. Some people are willing to spend tens of thousands of dollars on designer handbags for nothing more than the brand name, and they don't give a damn about the cost. A luxury designer handbag, on the other hand, is probably not the best purchase to make if you are seeking long-term value and the possibility of earning a profit on the item in the future by reselling it. If you want to try to resell the bag in the best-case scenario, you'll break even on the bag, but the odds of that happening are very slim, said Julie Ramhold, a consumer analyst with DealNews.com. But the odds of that happening are very slim. It's true that some brands like Hermes will always be in vogue, but it's important to remember that it's not all about the label. The fashions themselves are what matter. And even though certain designs may be considered timeless, the fact of the matter is that the goods in question simply do not keep their value over time. Number 9. Fine jewelry that was not ethically mined. Because real gems like diamonds are mined in unethical ways, many people are shifting away from purchasing them. Furthermore, they are less likely to purchase them in the future if you choose to resell them or pass them down to subsequent generations. According to Ramhold, more and more people are not okay with the idea of wearing an engagement ring that has a blood diamond as the centerpiece, and this sentiment is shared by a growing number of individuals. But what other options do you have? Some companies are currently using lab-grown diamonds, but the problem with those diamonds is that they aren't uncommon, which means that their worth isn't comparable to that of a gem that was taken from the ground. Finding a company that upholds ethical business standards and buying a piece of jewelry for emotional or heirloom purposes rather than reselling it in a few decades seems to be the wisest course of action to take in this particular scenario. Number 8. High-end home decorations. Home decor items can be rather pricey, as we all know from visiting stores such as Williams-Sonoma, where a table lamp can be purchased for $1,095 and a doormat can be purchased for $320. According to Brian Maves, the founder of My Millennial Guide, spending a significant amount of money on home decor is not worthwhile unless the individual is an avid collector or has a substantial income. Instead, give some thought to purchasing reasonably priced and fashionable home decor items from retailers such as IKEA or H&M Home. Number 7. High-end vacuum cleaners and accessories. Vacuum cleaners can cost as much as $1,000 when purchased from retailers such as Dyson. Gretchen Boyd, president of NYC House Cleaners, believes that these products are not worth the high price tag and can be a hassle to maintain, even though they often get very positive reviews online. Boyd stated that although these products may have more features and more current designs, this does not necessarily mean that they are easier to clean. You can get by just fine with a simple vacuum cleaner, and in the process, you'll be able to save a significant amount of money. Number 6. Fire pits and grills. I'm a sucker for a decent fire pit. There's nothing more relaxing than taking a drink outside on a warm summer night while watching the stars. Despite this, I get the impression that these trenches are rarely used. They give off a wonderful vibe, but in reality, most of them just collect dust and rust. Number 5. Luggage with an extremely high-end finish. The baggage industry is dominated by high-end manufacturers such as Toonie, which offers carry-on items priced at more than $1,000 each. However, are you sure that you want to spend the equivalent of a mortgage payment on something that is going to get scratched up and banged around while you are traveling? Possibly not. Jenna Alvarado, the founder and CEO of Retail Boss, was quoted as saying that while some luxury brands may offer top-notch materials and construction, other luxury brands may simply be charging a premium for their brand name. You can sometimes acquire luggage of comparable or even higher quality for a fraction of the price of a designer suitcase. This is especially true if you shop online. It is necessary to place a strong emphasis on utility, durability, and convenience of use while searching for a suitcase that can serve as an alternative to one designed by a luxury designer. A suitcase that costs between $150 and $300 is considered to be a respectable standard for its level of durability. Number 4. A dog of purebred descent. Several purebred canines can cost several $1,000s, such as the Portuguese water dog and the Akan hound. Should you consider spending so much money on a pet when there are so many ideal prospects available in shelters for what is, in comparison, practically spare change? Don't buy a purebred dog, said William Seavey, a retirement advisor who had just spent $1,000 on a dog of that breed. The local humane organization has a large number of lovable animals that are available for adoption for the price of vaccinations alone. I wouldn't give up Bella for the world, but I think I could have been just as content with a secondhand dog. Number 3. Boats. Boats are the first item on the list for this year, as you probably anticipated. I could go on and on about all of the cliches, but the following are the two that I like best. 1. The acronym BOAT is an abbreviation for Bring On Another 1,002. The day you buy a boat and the day you sell a boat are the two best days of your life, said one boat owner. The truth is that there are almost likely actual people living on boats. My research has shown that boats are not just expensive investments, but also rarely put to use. As a result, the majority of boat owners might save money by renting a boat for the few times per year that they need one. This achieves the same result at a portion of the expense of the alternative. There are also wonderful boat share programs that I've seen a lot of customers take advantage of and enjoy. Number 2. Billiards and snooker tables. Even though I legally inherited it from the people who owned my home before me, I do have one. The people who owned my home before me also inherited it from the people who owned their homes before them. In my head, I am the owner of a pool hall, and I am cheating people out of thousands of dollars, just like they do in the movies. I spend almost all of my time attempting to prevent my children from hitting each other in the head with pool balls. To put it another way, when people relocate for a specific cause, no one takes them. Number 1. Aviation safety coverage. An intriguing one here, particularly in light of the insane travel limitations that are currently in place and that were in place even before the insanity of a worldwide pandemic, which the majority of insurance policies do not cover. In most cases, I don't bother to purchase flight insurance. I find that I hardly ever use it, and if the worst-case scenario occurs and I am unable to travel on a flight, I will simply pay the several $100 change fee. The one-time payment of that adjustment cost is going to be less expensive than purchasing flight insurance each time that I go on vacation. So this is the end of our today's video. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.